Back with Jasper football coach Tony Ahrens. And coach, you go up to Lucas Oil last Saturday night and beat Vincennes. Just go over how you guys played in that ball game against the Owls. Is obviously a very good night for the Wildcats.
Yeah, we talked all week about when this game's over, what are you left with? And we wanted to make sure that our kids understood that your program's going to be left with an image. It's going to be left with, well, how do those guys play in that kind of a setting? And our kids took what we were trying to get to them pretty serious throughout the course of the week, and they got off to a good start. And we had a few issues here and there that we need to get a little bit better at, but by and large, they got after it pretty quick and put points on the board and played really well, good defense.
It was a different deal. You usually play on Friday, you're in school, but this was a Saturday deal. You had to get up and travel up there. How was the experience overall, and how did the guys respond to everything?
Well, that's another thing that, that's so important to coaches and the kids and all that stuff. So through the week, we had a routine that we're going to use, and we just repped that routine over and over and over and made sure that the kids know, here's where we're at, here's what we're going to do, and here's where we're going to be. And even with that in mind, having the first game delayed a little bit, it kind of presses your time schedule. But we adjusted well, and we were able to finally get on the field and play.
And you coach, and it's for the kids and everything. I guess all the guys really enjoyed it, right?
I think some of the things that you look at after you're done that you appreciate the most is, for example, starting with our junior football league and Phil Sager and Chris Eckstein, those guys, getting organized and getting all those young kids up there and getting them on the field. I mean, that's going to help, our program down the road. These guys are out there, and they're little guys. They love that stuff, and our team was able to run through that, and then you get everybody else that's involved with your program there. Our band was there, our cheerleaders were there. We had great student support there. I mean, and when you get that all going on, I mean, that's what makes programs survive. It's what makes them go.
And it looked like you got everybody that wore a uniform on the field, and that's important too.
Yeah, that once we got into the game and we felt comfortable with our situation, it was important to us that, number one, we get our seniors on the field, all of our seniors, and then we just kind of worked down through the team, making sure that we try to get everybody an opportunity to get on the field.
This week it's Princeton. What's the focus at practice this week?
Well, it's kind of a short week. I know it sounds kind of strange, but I think we got back in town like 12:30 Saturday, but we lose pretty much that entire day of prepping for coaches. But we get into the week here, and Princeton is a much improved team. They now have about 70 plus kids on their team. You could tell on film that they're a little more physical than what they've been in the past. And they have a system that they're trying to run now. And there's a couple of kids on their team that are pretty good. Their running back, he could play anywhere. And then they got a good receiver that could play on anybody's team right now.
And like you mentioned, those skill players, it looks like at least offensively they can get some things done. Yeah,
they've been in just about every game that they've played. I know that in that Mount Carmel game, that they got those guys tied up at half. And going into the late third quarter, they're battling those guys, so they're and that's you appreciate that because you want to see those other programs have some success.
What's going to be the message to your team as you approach Friday and get into this game, Coach?
Well, one of the last comments that I had with our group last night was the fact that just don't let winning go to your head to the point where you shut down and not continue working your rear end off and trying to keep things rolling.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time, and good luck against the Tigers this week back here at Jasper.
Thank you, Kurt.
That's Jasper head football coach Tony Ahrens. We will have more after this.